everyone for coming out tonight to support Uptown Networking as well as the Windy City Business Network. Thank you to the Merchandise Mart and 1871 for allowing us to use your space for this great event. As most of you know, my husband Matt, who checked you in, he and I started these networking groups as a means for us to generate business for our digital marketing firm, QCamp. And throughout the years, these groups have grown and grown to what they are today. We now have 7 networking groups. We have the Naperville Business Network, Fox Valley, Northwest, North Shore, Oak Brook, Orland, and Windy City Biz. We have over 300 paid members who pay a membership so that all of their event tickets are included, and some even pay a higher tiered membership for advertising opportunities with our business QCamp. We now hold events once a week in and around the Chicagoland area, and we always draw great people to our events. If this is your first event or you followed us out from the burbs, which some of you did, thank you so much for your support. We hope that you make valuable connections and friendships tonight. If you're interested in becoming a member or attending future events, just pick up a postcard. They're all over the place. Or you can scan the QR codes that are on the tables, and you can see what our upcoming event schedule looks like. Now, who's ready for the Uptown Networking Show? All right, let's give it up for Austin Sabella.
Bar's open. That's all anybody cares about. Thank you, Michelle. Let's hear it for the Windy City Business Network once again. It's a great group to be a part of. Consider joining. And thank you all for coming out to network tonight. Did everybody exchange business cards at each other on LinkedIn? Yeah, you're definitely going to stay connected with everybody you said you will. Anybody do that iPhone to iPhone tap? Instantly share contact records? You never remember their name afterwards. But the truth is, LinkedIn or business cards is sometimes the easiest way to end a conversation, and all that's fine, but we come here and we talk to people one by one to find out if we can help them or they can help us. Well, some of us just come to justify drinking for business, but most of us have something great to offer, if only the right person heard it. And that's what the Uptown Networking Show is all about. Uptown Networking's a branch of uptown.com. That's our core business, and we're building what we hope to be the largest LinkedIn marketing agency in the world. We're the best at helping B2B, SaaS, and service-based companies turn LinkedIn into a top revenue-generating channel through a combination of targeted outreach and content. And what a lot of people don't realize is Uptown Networking is the in-person version of that same engine. It gets your message in front of the right people and creates opportunities you didn't see coming. We have a ton of names in the tub, and in a moment, we're gonna start drawing and giving people an opportunity to present their business to everyone at once. At the very least, winners can pick out one of the awesome wines curated from Dave Friedman with Wines for Humanity. Let's hear it for Dave for tonight's wine tasting. And how about Robin Moy and Zen Table Catering for the sushi? And for your biggest round of applause, I'm so excited to introduce tonight's co-host. He's on a mission that will touch your hearts. Please give it up for the founder of Virtual Time Capsule, Rob Glaser.
Thank you, sir. Hi, guys. My name is Rob. I'm the founder of Virtual Time Capsule. It's a platform that allows you to send messages to whoever you want at a later date in the future, and it creates a nostalgic gift and surprise. And it all started because my grandpa passed away from a heart attack in his sleep a few years ago, and I was FaceTiming him 2 days before. Something came over me and said, hey, just take a screenshot because you never know what could happen. And that was my last goodbye. And I realized that his stories that he used to tell me died with him that day. And my cousins who had just been born won't ever actually understand who he was. They would see pictures and kind of be like, who is this? What's the history behind it? And then kind of pass on because it doesn't relate to them. So I thought that was a shame and wanted to be able to preserve his legacy. And so we built a platform that allows you to tell your stories the way you want told and be preserved for future generations and connect years to come. So it's tryvtc.com. check it out. We're working on creating a partnership with the Alzheimer's Association and American Cancer Society to give it away to people looking at life and death differently and wanting to be able to preserve their stories and kind of connect generations after they pass. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.
Join me up here. One more.
I promise I won't look at that one.
What's that?
Damn. I haven't done one of these since college.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the show started. You gotta push it up. All right, welcome to Uptown Networking.
Yeah.
So I think I went over the rules a little bit, but we're gonna draw some names out of here and give you 60 seconds to present your business. If you're looking for a job, present yourself, or just anything you want to talk about, any cause that's important to you. The stage is all yours for 60 seconds. After that, we'll ask you a couple questions, and you can go see Dave to pick out a wine of your choosing as your prize. In addition to that, we're gonna spotlight the best clips online and hopefully drive some business your way. Sound good? All right. So for the first drawing, what do we got, Rob?
Velocity, Matt Dillon.
How many of those did you put in, Matt? Matt DeLand with Paylocity.
I swear this is not Dr. J. This is
Yeah,
not rigged.
if I draw you again, I swear. All right.
There's only one in there. I mean, I did wait till the end. Pro tip. All right. So, I'm Matt DeLand. You're probably all here for the same reason I'm here. Austin sent you a creepy message on LinkedIn and cold message. No, he's awesome. His company's awesome. Follow his stuff if you want to grow your business. Seriously, I've been doing it. It works. They're geniuses. They give it all away for free. So mini pitch for him and his company. But yeah, I mean, not really anything super exciting. We do payroll and HR software, so you know all our competitors, Paycor, Paycom, ADP, all the pays. We're not very original with our names. It all starts with pay. So yeah, we're local. We're out of Schaumburg. I'm local as well. The biggest thing I've learned doing this for a while now is you can have the best system, you can have the best technology, you can say you have the best service, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the best rep and they don't pick up the phone when you call and they disappear after you sign everything, you're kind of left high and dry. So my pitch to everyone listening and the viewers at home is if you're tired of your rep disappearing, if you're tired of bad service, call Matt DeLand, demand DeLand. So that's it. I will now take questions from the crowd. Just kidding. We should do crowd work.
Matt, you've been up here before, but since then there's been a new development in the PEO payroll space, a new strategy, if you will. Have you considered implanting one of your employees at Insperity or a competitor? Nobody knows about the deal rippling. Nobody's heard of that?
I have no comment about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They plugged a fake employee in Rippling trying to steal information. It was all over LinkedIn. Get on LinkedIn. But
it was like corporate espionage.
Corporate
for
espionage,
payroll.
yeah.
It was a big deal in our world. You guys probably didn't hear about it. So,
Don't worry.
But no, Matt does it by the books. Turn that up. Yeah.
Don't worry. Austin will send you a message on LinkedIn about it.
No doubt. All right. We know all about Paylocity from the last few times you've been on the show. So why don't you tell us the most interesting non-business thing about you?
I think you'd think I'd be prepared for this because I've done this before. I used to be in a metal band, a progressive death metal band to be specific, a very niche audience. I used to play guitar, and I'll spare you the name because I don't want you people Googling me. We have like music videos, and we had merch and CDs, and we were going on tour and stuff. And then I was pretty much 15 to like 21, and then we were just about to like hopefully get signed to a label and do all this fun stuff. And then my guitarist's dad passed away and the band kind of fell apart. And I was 21 and I was like, well, I can either join another band and go back on tour and make this my life, or I can go be an adult. And I decided to, go to college. And went back to college at 21, went to NIU and started going into sales, and the rest is history. So now you've used to have plugs and, all that fun stuff. So, no, I did not paint my face. Yeah. That's the question everyone asks. Oh, did you paint your face? No, I was not in Kiss. So, but yeah, you probably wouldn't like it. So don't ask for our music. It's very niche. But if there's any hardcore metal fans out there, you may like it. But yeah, so.
If your guitarist's father had a virtual time capsule that told you to keep going, you might be performing up here tonight.
I mean, that's true. I started playing bass. I'm a better bassist than a guitarist. I never learned how to solo.
Next time we're going to have some equipment just for these skills. All right. Do you like wine?
Sure.
All right. Go pick out a bottle from Dave.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. What are the odds? What are the odds?
Pierre Dupois, founder of Zemania Analytics. Pierre, are you still here? Pierre, come on up.
And I want to politely point of information, Pierre Dubois, and my company is Zemania Analytics.
Got it.
Okay. Okay, do I start now? Or?
Just tell us about your company.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am the founder of Zemania Analytics. I work with small, medium, and large-sized businesses on their analytics data, running from Google Analytics 4 to the any sort of data that you can put into R and Python. Started in 2009 when I was living in Brooklyn. So I've been in business for 16 years, but I'm currently based in Gary, Indiana, just over the state line. Work with clients who need help with search, digital ads, but over the years we've had a lot of people who come in for content marketing quite a bit. And my ask, what I'm looking for, I'm as always looking for clients, but I'm also happy to take questions, even small ones, quite a bit. I know sometimes playing with data can be almost more elaborate, and given these times for marketing, sometimes people don't know where to start. One tip I could give also very quickly too is that a lot of times, again, as I mentioned, sometimes people don't know where to start. It's okay to not know where your start is, but begin with thinking about what your baseline is for what you wouldn't do with data. Sometimes that can clarify options for you in terms of how you model it, how you create it.
Amazing. You see, my biggest gripe with GA4 is that it doesn't work. Have you found a workaround to that?
Most of the clients I get usually have either, it's always good for a baseline, but if you're trying to do predictive trends, something statistical like a forecast, maybe a sales forecast, you definitely want to export data, and that's where you can look at other options, ranging from Looker Studio. I've had a lot of clients that come to me and ask me to do R programming, so much so that I'm actually starting to teach that now quite a bit. So that's my short answer.
Nice. So what's your ideal client? Who are you looking to work with potentially?
The best clients to me are the retailers, to be honest with you. Usually they have a lot of data and they have a lot of questions, so it's a lot of fun to play around with that. But what's been surprising has been, I was explaining this to one gentleman, small teams, people who are like maybe 5 or 10 people, but they have a lot of data. I had one of my first clients had almost 1 million visits to their website, but their team was very, very small. So they were almost like a very small Huffington Post giving news. So content marketers are also are welcome to, or if you are a content team at some level, that's always very welcome.
What is one fact outside of the business that you want people to know about you?
Ooh, one good fact. Okay. Despite sometimes it might seem a little boring with a laptop, because I don't get much sleep these days. But one fun fact is with my mom, I love playing chess. My mom is 96. She's been one of my staunch supporters from the very beginning. It took a while for her to figure out like what analytics was. She grew up at a time where she was a pharmacist before she retired, but she grew up at a time where entrepreneurship wasn't such a big deal, so it kind of took a few years to kick in. The first presentation I did, which was 2014, City of Chicago Small Business Expo, she was sitting right like into the corner. There's a picture of I always keep of that, because that was a good opening and good way for her to kind of start asking deeper questions like, okay, what is Google Analytics? That's interesting. You did it on the screen. So I would say the best thing for me is I try to keep most personal thing for me is really keeping in contact with people, because with business, you can get drawn out and not keep in contact with people just in a casual way.
Love that. And that's what these events are all about, keeping in contact with good people. And I'm so lucky to have met you. I met you briefly earlier, but it was great to hear your story.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Pierre. Do you like wine?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love wine.
Or maybe for your mom.
Okay.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Rob. What do we got?
I promise I'm not peeking.
Give me a weird one.
Abby Clark.
Ooh, this is a cool business card. It's like a little present.
It's a gift.
Absolutely creative promotions. And this business card is absolutely creative. Abby Clark, welcome. Is this your
So
pet?
who's here tonight to increase business or to drink?
Drink.
Come on now. What are you doing to increase your business? Not drinking, because that's not going to increase your business. My company is Absolutely Creative Promotions. We are a full-service creative promotional marketing company. We don't just sell products, we sell target ideas to enhance your brand. So with partners overseas, we can ship short to door in as fast as 5 days after art approval. So we put print on virtually anything except people. But I have a friend that does that. So, and it's actually pretty cool because she puts logo. So what's very trending in the promotional product industry right now is retail-oriented inspired items. Our biggest trenders and influencers in our society right now are our Gen Z population. So they dictate what the trends are going. They do not want crap. They don't want shit. They want something that's tangible that they can use. Anything that's sustainable, that increases your business, increases your visibility. So for those people who came here to drink, well, hold on. We have one-time breathalyzers, so you don't go home without getting busted. So, for those that are doing golf outings this summer, perfect item for you.
So this will tell me my BAC right now.
Absolutely.
You have to drive later. Okay.
It's a gift.
All right, how does this work?
So you need to press the cap. Here you go. I'll give the rest.
Why don't you walk me through it?
It's going right there.
Okay, so I press firmly the tubes to end in order to break. So, do I pull this off? Okay. Oh, I take the foil off? Okay, I'll just press
I sell it, I don't breathe it. I'm not drinking up here. So for those of you, when you come to a fork in the road in your marketing campaign, let us toss you some ideas. And or if I can do the naughty one, sometimes when you spoon you get forked. Abby Clark, our absolutely fantastic. We turn on absolutely anything creatively. So what you got? He's like Popeye.
So this is supposed to change colors. I think I'm sober. TBD. This can't be right. I've done it wrong.
Perhaps.
Oh, this is cool too. Spoon or a fork. That's amazing. That was the best pitch I've seen in a long time. Thank you so much.
How did you get into this career?
How did I get in this career? I believe that women have a genetic shopping gene in us, and so I get to shop every day for everybody. I am a nurse by trade, so I segued into it because it's a passion. So I get to be creative. I use my creative self. I create all of your marketing plans. I don't just sell you a product. I sell you a whole targeted marketing plan. So I work with Red Bull. Why does the CEO not walk into our booth? Why do they walk by and just say, it's Red Bull? So I came up with, how Red Bull gives you wings, Red Bull gives you wings to get to the rings, because they sponsored 2 athletes, which were skateboarders and break dancers for Paris 2024. So it pivoted them to bring the client to CEO to their booth to then go to Paris.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And I can attest this does work after a brief delay. I am .04. Keep at it. Keep going.
That's the buzz!
I also love this business card.
Such a
I've
good
never
business
seen
card.
a present like that before. That's insane.
Wow. Okay. Are these
Great
ours too?
That's yours.
Wow. Thank you so much, Abby. Let's hear it for Abby Clark. You like wine?
I love one.
Please help yourself to a bottle. Congratulations. All right. We got time for a few more, right?
We will be testing everybody else's blood alcohol before you leave, so just be careful.
I'm actually going to do a bit of a cheat code and pull somebody up here who helped make tonight possible. As a lot of you know, this is one of the last events at 1871 before they find a new home. They've been here a decade or more, but the person who can tell you all about it is their director of events, and who has a lot of cool events going on in the future, even though this space will be changing. Let's give it up for Lydia Walters from 1871.
Thanks, Austin. And I didn't bring any props. I didn't get the memo, but that was a great
tough one to
move.
follow.
Yeah, that was a great sell. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Like Austin said, this is one of the last events that's happening in this space at 1871. If you're not familiar with 1871 and who we are, I'll give you my brief elevator pitch. We're an incubator and an innovation hub. Our intention is to help startups, specifically tech startups, grow and scale their business. So we help everyone from people who have an idea for an app to growth stage companies to corporates at BMO, Accenture, Aon. So we really kind of do the full service all the way. We work with people like Austin all the time to produce events. I'm an event guru. I come from the theater world, so I have interest in tech, interest in theater. If you want to talk events at 1871, come find me. You saw me at the front desk. I'll be there. And thanks again, Austin, for a great event this evening.
Thank you, Lydia. Awesome. She's too important for questions. Okay. Let's get a couple more here. All right. Laura Kippen, president of Infomaniacs. Laura, are you still here? Laura! I missed part of that. PhD and president. Laura Kippens. There you go.
Hi, how many people know what market research is? Okay, that's what I do. Infomaniacs is a market research company. I'm the president. I've been doing market research for over 30 years, and Infomaniacs has been open for roughly 15 years. And I do what's called primary market research. In other words, I go and I will collect information for you, custom research. And if you want to know something about your consumers, if you want to know something about your business-to-business customers, and you need answers to very specific questions, then I'm the person that can give you a hand. I do both what's called qualitative research, so I can do one-on-one interviews with individuals, and I can do focus groups. So in other words, get groups of people together and talk with them and get information from you. On the other side of that, my specialty is the quantitative side. So I create questionnaires. I go out to an audience that is of interest to you, and I will collect information, analyze it, and then provide you with the insights and help you use that information. It ranges from pricing studies, all different kinds of branding studies, segmentation. Do you want to know which segments of your customers you want to target and what features of your products really resonate with your customers? That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Questions?
Laura Kippen, Infomaniacs.
Did I do it in 60
That was
seconds?
awesome. I think even more, but that's great. We were hooked. No, I was hooked.
Counted. It was
Yeah.
61 seconds.
So you do 61, perfect. You do focus groups?
I do.
What is the weirdest thing that you've had a focus group give their opinion on? Do you have any, or what is, or rather than that,
We can't get that weird. I mean,
not
we're
that
talking
weird?
about corporations.
What
you
is
know?
what is something that a focus group has disliked more than the corporation expected them to? Any big eye
A whole
openers?
lot of stuff that
Yeah?
they don't like very much.
Okay.
And usually, I mean, I have a joke, not so much the focus groups, but the questionnaires, the data that comes back, and you're reporting it to a client, and it's not good news.
Mm.
And so the joke that I have is I've learned how to duck when they're throwing shoes at me. Because, you know, you can't really fudge the data. The data is the data. You collect it to be honest. You try to spin it in a positive light. In other words, maybe it isn't great news, but this is how you can overcome it. This is what steps you can take to do better. So when you design a questionnaire, it shouldn't just be focused on this information I need. It should be focused on what steps you can take to implement the information, whether it be good or bad. So it's not unidimensional. I mean, I've collected some data, but I'll tell you what the weirdest one was.
Please.
When I had really outstanding data, great news for this client, and they were yelling at me like the data was fudged. It's like, I just gave you a bunch of really good news. What the heck is wrong with you guys? And they were like, well, but we don't believe it. Well, why? Are you giving people a bad product that they shouldn't give you good reviews? Are you giving bad service? And they were like, no. I go, so what's the deal? And they couldn't answer. They just,
I mean, I understand that imposter syndrome. It's like if you asked everybody whether they like my show and they said yes, I don't know if I'd believe you. Just ask Matt. Just ask Matt. All right, market research. Thank you so much. Laura Kippen with Infomaniacs. Laura, would you like a bottle of wine?
oh, of course.
Please, go see Dave. Watch your set.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
Okay. We have a couple more bottles for tonight's show. Are you guys okay with us drawing a couple more names? Yeah. Okay. Rob, what do we got?
Hey, if anybody wants to pay me $10, I'll draw your card right now. You missed your chance. Ross Creative, Catherine Ross. Welcome to the stage.
Catherine Ross, design director of Ross Creative Works. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. I can use your help in giving away $10,000. We're going to be starting our Create for a Cause initiative May 1st through Ross Creative Works, my company. We're a marketing agency based in Naperville, Illinois, and we're giving away $10,000 of services to a nonprofit or woman-owned business that needs some help with getting their message out there. So if you know anyone who needs a little bit of extra help, we'd like to give away some services to them. Please talk to me tonight, and you can look for us on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or my website, rosscreativeworks.com, and we'd love to partner with the people who need some help.
That's awesome. What type of creative work do you focus on and specialize in?
So we're a marketing agency that focuses on creative. That includes developing logos, helping people get their events out there, creating collateral material, and building websites. Any of that could also be covered in the work that we do.
That's awesome. Who is your ideal clientele?
We're business to business, and we also work with a lot of associations and nonprofits.
Remind me, what's the $10,000 prize for? How does that work?
It's $10,000 worth of services.
Okay.
So we have a Create for a Cause initiative every year where we choose one nonprofit or woman-owned business that needs some extra help in getting their message out there. And that could be creating a website for them. It could be creating a logo for an event for them. Last year we did some work for the Naperville Education Foundation and created some collateral for them. So it's open to what they need, and it just needs to be within about that budget.
Okay, very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How can people reach you?
RossCreativeWorks.com is our website, and you can come talk to me if you know of any nonprofits or women-owned businesses that need a little bit of extra help.
Catherine, do you play chess?
I don't play chess.
Okay. I was trying to work a Queen's Gambit joke in this whole time. That's why I didn't think of anything.
I appreciate it.
You bet. I hesitated because you actually crushed that in the whole presentation. It was really interesting. I think that, we're going to make a great clip out of this and put it on the internet for people to see. So,
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to helping another business out this year.
you bet. Thank you so much, Catherine. Grab some wine. Okay. Dave, what are we at? One left? We got one more. Okay, one more.
It's now gone up to $20. $20, anybody?
Should I? You want to do it?
Go for it.
Okay. Anna Olenek. I'm just kidding. Bob the Pug. Okay. Oh, this looks like a fun one. Chris Hennessy, massage therapist. Yeah? I'm feeling tense. Where's Chris? Come on, Chris. You're still here.
Funny story.
Yeah.
All right. So, funny story.
This says David.
I know. So, funny story. So, that's actually my husband's business card. And so, I didn't have any. So, he said if he got drawn, I had to come up instead. So, exactly. So, I'm not Chris Hennessy. That's my husband over there. I'm David Gore. And he made me come up here because obviously he's like shy or something. So it's my turn. So my name is David Gore, and for the last 11 years, I have been the global head of Salesforce for my company Assurant. And amazingly, timing is that at 2:30 today, I just got accepted for an offer to be a lead engineer at Salesforce. So I'm celebrating a new offer today. So I've been a client for 11 years, and now I'm going to move internally to Salesforce. So I'm going to give my Salesforce pitch. And so the position I'm taking over is I'm going to be a lead engineer with Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Service Cloud, and Industries Financial Services Cloud. And so I'm going to be leading a group of engineers that are going to be really marketing and trying to bring on into that CRM space and really trying to innovate with this changing times where it's so volatile and we're trying to evolve. And so I'm just joining this new role and trying to be a champion and evangelist for this new space that we're living in and trying to handle with all the only constant is change, which goes way back to the Greek philosopher Herodotus, and that's one of my favorite quotes, and I believe in that. And for the last 11 years, I've grown with the community, and now I'm taking that option to move internally, and Salesforce has been such an amazing part of my life for the last 11 years, and I finally took the chance and take that leap of faith, and now I'm going to be moving into Salesforce and running a lot of the marketing pre-sales with the whole Salesforce community. I'm one of the founding fathers of the Salesforce Glaser community. And not only did I accept that offer today, but right after that, I got the alert that Salesforce selected me to be one of their few Sales Blazer advisors for Salesforce. So, and I had a lot of celebration today. So my pitch, I don't have a company of my own, but if you are interested, if you need expert opinions in getting your marketing going, you want to connect to automations through Agentforce or through Einstein Assistant, you reach out to me. And so I'm going to be such an evangelist and an advocate for just that CRM space. So I'm excited to be here and excited to take that offer today.
Thank you, David.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, because he's sitting over there. So, yes.
Let me just scrap all my Mark Benioff jokes. Go ahead, massage therapist.
Sure. So since I have a business card, my husband threw his business card in, so I'll give a pitch for him. So my husband is a professional massage
We can't see him.
therapist.
Can he come up here?
Get up here.
Nobody can withstand a chant.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Well, especially his last name Hennessy. So let's have a drink. You know?
Hey.
But he's amazing. Like he's one of the best massage therapists in the city, and so he has amazing business. And then with the two of us together, it's been an amazing journey.
Yeah, of course you're successful. You get a massage every night.
I wish.
Chris.
Wish. For Christmas in my stocking, he gave me a little paper printed out for the computer saying I can get a free massage anytime. I haven't used it yet.
No, keep going. This is the last one. We got no one else to
I know.
I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, so
no longer a massage therapist. What is Chris doing? Not officially?
Well, yes, he is currently a salesperson recruiter for LHH.
Okay. So massaging Salesforce.
Yeah.
Amazing. I had a lot of good questions. Do you have something?
I stumped you.
I did.
You weren't expecting
I don't know
that.
what LHH is, but
What are some things that you like to do outside of Salesforce?
Excuse me?
What are some things that you like to do outside?
no. They don't do anything outside of Salesforce. They Salesforce, and then when they go to sleep, it's Dreamforce.
You mean my personal life?
Yeah.
Okay, so from a personal standpoint, fun facts is probably the first one is that I was a Marine for 20 years and I'm retired Marine Corps. And thank you. So I am a long-term Marine, which the Marine Corps had such an amazing effect on my life. And I'm so glad I did it. I joined the Marine Corps in 1994 and I retired in 2014. And this year I'll be 55 years old. And just the Marine Corps has been an amazing part of my life. Another fun fact is that I am a champion archer by trade. And before, like last summer, before my rotator cuff and bicep surgery that I'm recovering from, I had gotten to, in the U.S., ranked number 5 in the U.S. for archery. So I have many medals, and that's another passion. And then another fun fact is that I love my neighborhood. I moved to Chicago. I've been in the Midwest. I grew up in Virginia, that you can tell by the accent. But I'll never leave that. And I live in Lakeview, near Wrigley Field, and that's my favorite neighborhood. And I've made Chicago my home, and it's the best city in the world.
Wow. Thank you. I almost said Chris. Thank you, David. And I can't think of a better way to cap off this event than with the Legolas of Afghanistan. That's amazing.
Yes, and for the fact, one of the things is that I did 8 tours to Afghanistan, and it came to
They tried to give him a gun. He's like, no, I'm ready.
And so I spent many times, and it was an amazing experience, and I don't regret a thing. It just really helped me evolve to the person I am today.
Thank you so much, David.
Yes.
I hope you and Chris drink wine.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go grab our last bottle.
I've already had this paper and everything. I'm ready for that in-house, party.
Oh, bring him over. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Friedman.
Thank you, Dave.
The Wine Explorer with Wines for Humanity. What a great setup. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you again to Robin Moy with Zen Table Catering. Might have turned this off, and thank you all for coming out here tonight. Please grab more drinks, enjoy the rest of the night, and keep looking for Windy City networking events, Uptown networking events. We're going to take Chicago this summer. It's going to keep getting bigger and better. So thank you all so much. Have a great night.